Hello, my name is DC. I'll be giving you match analysis for Dinamo Moskva versus FC Orenburg. All right, let's get into this one. Okay, so player has the ball, no pressure whatsoever. And then if we look here, he's fighting someone, he's free. Let's continue. Place the ball into him, but I like how quick they are to track that person, to track that pass across. Boom, it's a double block, and then he hits it again. Then what do you think happens here? Does he clear it to this side where he has a good majority of his teammates here? Does he take it out for a corner? Does he try to give it a, does he try to, play it to his goalkeeper? Or you'd be wrong. Guess what he does? He decides, you guys, you have taken a lot of effort, so I'll score a goal for you. I mean, why? Why? Putting the ball over the bar on your own, it's such a difficult thing. I mean, I mean, anyway, let's just move on. That's such a funny thing on its own. It's so funny. Somewhere here. All right, let's look at the next goal. Here's the ball. All right, so dangerous situation. There's a big gap here, and then he should um, he should be aware. By that I mean he's seen the gap that's increasing. He should be very aware of the man that's here. He is occupied with him, but he's also on his wrong side because he can receive the ball first before him. Yeah, all right, let's continue. Boys play to him. So now what does he do? He's made the run. Oh, sorry, he has made the run that takes out number three. What does he do? That's a lovely turn. Lovely turn, and he gets in front of him. That's a really lovely spin. Would he have done better? Because this is actually a really good goal. So he plants his foot, then that makes it much more difficult for him to continue. But that's still a lovely turn. It's a really good goal, I'm not going to lie. He turns it, and at this point, he's gone way too far behind. He could have at least rushed towards that because, in my humble opinion, I do feel he could rush. Not that would change it, but just like those certain behaviors that you want to repeat. Okay, yeah, at this point, the reason I'm saying you should rush to that ball is not because, like, I believe he can block it, but it's like a bit part of a small part of me believes he can do that. But it's just to ensure that he doesn't do this all the time because, yes, I understand he's far away, but I don't want to. I wouldn't want this to be. I don't know if it's a habit or not, but he's standing and then he could approach that. I'd want him, no matter how far he is, or if he's in a particular distance like this, he could definitely close it down. Not for the sake of blocking, but just to make it an even more difficult shot for him. Because it just goes side to side. If he would rush towards that, he would have still scored, but I just want him to be, it would be something I'd want him to just continue doing because no matter how far I think, there's always a chance. Either you can offset someone, you can force them to take another touch, or you can actually block it. I understand, but for me, this is a good goal. Because that turn and strike was really, really good. It was well done. Because look at this, man. Turns one of the few times you see the way his foot is planted. He hops. He's hopping because well, I had the perfect frame. His foot is planted to the ground. So if he follows him, if he just plants foot and uses that to step off and follow him, I would have been okay. But he doesn't. He's kind of just hops to the side, and then by this time it's gone. He takes a really big touch, but keeps it within his control. And by the time he's striking, see what I mean? He's going side to side. If you approach that, not to say he would block it, even though I think he would. It's me being a bit delusional. But yeah, just for the sake of, I wouldn't want him to be moving backwards every time someone's about to hit the ball. Too high for the keeper. Too high. Okay, so one's a slightly funnier one. All right, so it's before we even start, these two are alone, and these two are not marking anyone. They're not backing up their teammate. Reason why is because the opposition are right in the middle and they are out wide here. So a pass can be played here. They're not helping their teammate. And also, their teammate is really kind of funny. And this is the space that they eventually score the goal into, by the way. So it's funny because look at this. Look at what happens. He fakes it, right? Boom. And then he moves. Look at how, I don't know. I'm just feeling to use the words to describe this. It's one of those situations. So he tries to go for the ball, right? Okay. He fakes it. Look at that step forward, and then he's also leaning back. You think that it wouldn't really be a big deal by that. I mean, you wouldn't think as if it would offset him that much. Now look at how many he took a good 2 to 3 steps backwards, and that was just a fake. I expect players to, what do you call this again? Get fake, but not that hard. 2 to 3 steps behind because it's further away than he started from. So how exactly? I don't know if he lost balance, but that's just too much for me personally. Was he goes way behind, and like I said, these two do not help their teammate at all. The players that they're supposed to be marking are here. They just make it. They just say, you know what? We'll give you the angle to play this ball into. They play it there, takes a touch, and rifles it into the top corner. That's a lovely, lovely, lovely. It's a good finish. Crazy, crazy. That's crazy. It starts from here, but we'll highlight a few things. Gap. He's all alone. He could be much closer to the player that's free, and then I do feel he could have gotten something on this ball. Let's see. Does he go sliding for it? No, he doesn't. If he goes sliding for it, oh no, he'll probably get something on that. He's too far away from the man. Nothing much the goalkeeper can do. It's a good strike. Good goal. Same, no. The aspect of cutting across happens, but even though gap is still there, the player that scores is here, and then he will eventually be alone, and he should definitely get closer to that. So similar elements, right? Oh, sorry, it's not even him. It's someone else completely. Oh my goodness, but it probably does help. So let's play this back again. Sorry, I took the wrong. Someone else scored. All right, so yeah, same elements. There is no one near him, and then there are two other players here that are marking themselves. Anyone could have just turned back to just try and deal with this. Even him, he's the closest. He doesn't read it. Nice finish. Yes. It's too easy. It's too easy. How do I allow him to turn? And then it's too easy. So your teammate is here. He should probably go here, but he's anticipating the ball will be played here. I would want him to be here because if the ball is played here, you have enough time to deal with it. But if you allow him to go past both of you, I mean, that's just something else. Turns him, and then he goes the opposite side. Anywho, this is such a big gap. Number 11, I mean, he did have the time to get there. Let's just play it one more time. He is here, right? Yeah, he could have immediately gone to the other side, but he doesn't. Because do you know why? The player that's like, I don't know, like 10 meters away from him, I don't know if that's correct distance, he's more worried about this than this. Him running here into this unmarked space is the danger. Not really as dangerous because, yeah, you would have to put a cross in, but at least it's further back. You'd rather deal with a cross like this than him running unmarked in this particular area. Number 7 tries to get in, but he doesn't. And unmarked in the box alone, unmarked in the box alone, unmarked in the box alone. Yeah, it all starts from that corner. It all starts from here. Could have been dealt with better. He plays the ball. He scores the goal. Excelente. And that's the match. 3-3. Great match. Full of goals. Otherwise, don't forget to like, share, subscribe. And I'll see you in the next match analysis. I don't know. It looks like Ivan Drago from Rocky. That's all I can say before I finish. It looks like Ivan Drago. No, for real. See you in the next one.